Let's demonstrate how the Bernoulli effect works by going to the University of Florida, Gainesville. Different styles of ridge vents were installed one by one next to shingle vent 2 on this specially built test house with separate attic chambers.
During this test, we used smoke candles, orange and yellow, for the good contrast, and they were identical in length, and they're also identical in smoke volume. And we placed them in identical positions in each attic for the test. During times of still air, what we have is a thermally driven effect, removing heat from the attic. But when the wind picks up in the 2 to 3, even up to 5 miles an hour, the wind drives the effect much more than thermal concerns. And during times of higher wind velocities in excess of 5 miles an hour, you would have the smoke come out much more preferentially with the external baffled ridge vent than you would with a ridge vent that did not have the external baffle. With the external baffle, it's very easy to see that smoke comes out of both sides of the ridge vent under all wind conditions. And it operates as planned, as opposed to without the external baffle, smoke typically only comes out of one side. During this series of tests, we also had cameras inside the attic spaces so we could see what was going on in the attics. And you could see that the attic spaces with the external baffle were evacuated much quicker. And this is due to the fact that the wind actually helps pump the smoke out with the action over the external baffle, and so they do clear out much quicker.
In test after test, time after time, shingle vent 2 was clearly superior at harnessing the wind to ventilate the attic. Shingle vent 2 versus Cobra vent. Shingle vent 2 versus Cora vent. Shingle vent 2 versus VentSure.
It was clear from this series of tests that test after test showed that one of the ridge vents, the one with the external baffle, worked better than the others. The smoke came equally out of both sides of the ridge vent. The attic spaces cleared quicker. And this happened under widely different wind conditions time after time, all in wind conditions you would expect to see in your home.